episode of the Freedom Cafe, a forum for comics. I'm your man Hank Mack, a.k.a. Mr. Boombastic.
Fantastic. Roll. I'm James, a.k.a. War Machine, a.k.a. Big Sexy, here for you again. We're here to talk about action movies, and we just saw one awesome action movie that gets 2 thumbs up. That'll be trademark infringement. No twist on that. But, well, all you old guys know what I'm talking about. We can't say their name about getting sued. Anyway, but we're going to talk about John Wick 4 and a couple of action movies that's going to be coming up recently. And I just want to say...
Wait. John Wick 3, you mean?
No, it's 4.
Oh, talking about the John Wick 4 coming out.
No, John Wick 4. So spoiler alert. It's going to be a John Wick 4.
There is going to be a John Wick 4, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, so we're talking about John Wick 3. And I'll give you a little short synopsis about John Wick if you don't know. I don't like animals, but he does. His dog got killed by a pampered Russian
Mafia?
No, mafia son guy.
Yes.
It was his son.
It was Russia, yeah, the son.
And he messed with the wrong guy, killed his dog, and stole his car.
A Mustang.
Yeah, Mustang, yes. It was a Shelby GT?
Sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so, and basically he messed with the wrong hombre. And John Wick basically said, I'm your Huckleberry. And so, and he took it to another level. People say it's about a dog, but really it's about the whole the symbolism of the dog. His wife, who had cancer, gave him to him to live a whole life, without being a contract hitman.
That's right. That was her last gift to him yes. After he got out of the life.
Right. So first movie, kill a couple Russians. Second movie, kill a couple New Yorkers.
No, because he goes after the Italian mob because it was Carlos Santino or something like that.
First movie, Russians. Second movie, Italians. Then he made the ultimate taboo in the last movie. He killed somebody in the hotel. What's it called?
Oh, the Continental. The Continental, yes.
He killed somebody in the Continental. You all know if you've seen John Wick, you know the story. That's against the rules. And he got excommunicado. And his boy, so-called boy, gave him an hour. Apparently the upper table didn't like that in John Wick 3.
Mm-hmm. The high table.
The high table, thank you.
Yes.
The high table, and they had to make an example out the Continental and everybody who helped John Wick. And they went to the movie systematically making that example. And it was actually tasteful. I can actually see that as an organization doing that, a little ruthless, but, hey, you got to be ruthless when you run that type of life, And, John, this movie had everything. Anything you could think of, he killed somebody with it. Books.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Books. What else? Oh, Bowie Knives. A big knife fight scene in the beginning.
Yes.
Okay. Which I'm like, God damn, how many knives you going to throw in the motherfucker? Then it was, what else? What's the other?
Almost every type of gun you can imagine. From remember when he went in and he got the old guns at first?
Yeah,
because I think that was like the museum. No, it wasn't a museum.
Yeah, it was an basically ancient gun store type deal.
Right, yeah.
For Western guns, he actually got an old revolver and
that's right, because he counted
to make it 5.
Yes.
Yeah. And so then he actually put one together. It was actually pretty interesting. Mm-hmm. And then he shot somebody in the head, which was cool. So
he did that a lot.
So what were your memorable parts of the movie for you? Then I'll go to mine.
I really liked how they brought in the adjudicator.
That was good.
I like that because it expanded the whole world of what it means to be excommunicado and what it means to be part of the Continental. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
To have the privileges and stuff like that. So I really liked that character, how it went to the different factions, how it went and saw Winston and was like, you gave John Wick an hour. So we're going to give you a week to get out of the Continental because now it's my property. And then they went and saw Lawrence Fishburne, who you're not supposed to call Morpheus anymore.
Right.
You're supposed to call him Lawrence Fishburne.
Right.
And went and saw him and was like, you gave him 7 bullets. So as a punishment, we're going to give you 7 lashes.
7 cuts.
Yes, my bad. 7 cuts. Right. And man, they cut him up.
Yeah, they cut him up. They brought out the ninjas.
Yes.
They are ninjas.
Yes, they are ninjas.
And
then you find out about John Wick's backstory, and you find out the school that he went to.
Yes, definitely. That was interesting.
And
where he learned to train from, yes.
Right. And it explains the tattoo that he has on his back.
Yeah, all his Russian tattoos. He said he's part of the Russian, hierarchy, Russian mafia. He trained to be a hitman when he was younger, immigrant in the country. That's pretty interesting. My favorite part is actually the Halle Berry. I don't like dogs, but the Halle Berry dog fight scenes made me like dogs.
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, when I say made me like dogs, well, first of all, I'm doing this. Because that scene had a lot of dogs biting a lot of nuts.
Yes.
And to me, the only reason I say I like it, don't get it wrong, I don't like nothing nuts. It's because, one, it showed somewhat realism on that fact. If you have a military training dog or a dog been trained in combat, what he would go for. I mean, honestly, when those type of dogs will actually just bite the nuts for real, because that's the tender part of a man, and and go for the artery area. So yeah, whatever. That to me, that was cool. And the dogs had bulletproof vests, so they were taking shots. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. No dogs were harmed in making this film, but the dogs were badass,
and they had bulletproof vests. Yes, and they were trained really well by Halle Berry. But we're gonna let that one go.
We'll let that one go.
I'll say this: Halle Berry looks good for being like 1,000. So, because she was old when we were young, so that should tell you something.
Yes, Halle Berry was on point, and she did her thing. And I did like the fact that they made her part of that world, and that she was the one who John Wick owed the favor to. Because remember in the second one,
the blood favor,
the blood flavor, yes. So
yes.
it made her have to do that, and then you find out about the coins that you have to use in the Continental to pay.
Yeah, and about that whole little blood favor thing, they had a little I call it a little makeup thing.
Yeah, like a makeup.
But only reason I want to mention is John Wick 2. They had a really good scene where the chick that John Wick supposed to kill is going to take over the Italian mafia. Yes. But they had a whole little thing going on, and he didn't want to kill her, but she was super hard, slid her own shit and said, "I'm gonna kill me by myself and go on my own way." That was the most gangster part of the movie.
That was.
You know what I'm saying? And him and Cameron, what's his name?
Which one?
The black guy who's in all the movies. Cameron is the rapper.
Cameron's not in John Wick.
No, come on, man. We went to that concert. Remember that concert with what's it? When that dude was rapping to the girl, he does all the movies.
To the girl.
Come on, man. John Wick 2. The only black news in John Wick 2.
He's in the Continental.
No.
He's in the Wire.
Not the black.
Common.
There we go.
Common. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. All right. You got to say Spirit of Hip Hop.
Okay. I'm sorry, guys.
Then I know.
Yeah. I went down the rabbit hole now because I'm trying to figure out this dude's name.
Yes.
Common.
Okay,
cool. Yes. I know who Common is. Don't get it twisted. I just can't remember his name. Yeah, we went to a concert.
We did go. Yes.
It was dope as hell.
It was dope.
But he was freestyle on that. But
that's a different story.
It was story. But it was actually interesting. I mean, I liked the whole fight scene. Common, he doesn't act much. He's Italian sud, but it was pretty good though. I mean, he did a good job. Then back to John Wick 3. And I like, the only part I'll say that bothered me was that he worked so hard to get back in the good graces of the upper table. Then for once, okay, I'm done. You know what? I'm going back.
I know you're talking about when he did all this stuff.
They gave him a new suit. That's how serious it was.
And he lost a finger.
Yeah, for this dude, and he gave this dude his wedding ring.
Yes.
If you guys know John Wick, he ain't trying to give him nothing
away.
His wife gave him.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
that is a fact.
And then, his boy gave him this whole speech about, you can die for the upper table as being just a tool. You can kill and be a man. And I'm like, really? That sounds so hard. Even though Winston did give him an hour, so technically, I can understand. I was into that because I'm like, yo, okay, I don't like how fast he flipped, but it makes sense because Wilson did give him a look. But then after he fought all the ninjas, then I'm like, realistic guys, it seemed like this movie. I'll say this: if you guys play Call of Duty, what's the name? He just had like red dot, first person automatic shooting sights where every shot he did was a headshot. It was just crazy. Yes. And one of the most gangster scene when he got the shotgun slugs with armor piercing rounds in them. Oh my god! When he was shooting everybody with armor piercing rounds and how he was pushed
heads were just blown away.
Yeah. So then then at the end, the guy double crossed him, shoots John Wick 50 times and throw him off the roof. Mm-hmm. Of course, we all know his body wasn't there.
That's right.
When they go find it.
That's right.
Then apparently Lawrence Fishburne, he's still alive. I thought he was dead.
I thought he was dead too because those 7 lashes look hard.
Real.
Yes.
And they started something called the Undertable. Was the Undertable?
It's like the Undertable or like the Underground or something like that.
It's the Upper Table and Undertable.
Yeah, the Undertable.
The Undertable, yeah. And now John Wick's going to be part of the Undertable, and I'm assuming he's going to go on a murder spree in John Wick 4. Which I was like, you know what? It could have ended here. I wouldn't mind seeing John Wick die because he did accomplish all his shit. And, or I would see him killing Winston and just, going back with the crew. But now he's going to try to just destroy all the upper table shit. So, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna see this movie again, but I am gonna see John Wick 4.
I am gonna see John Wick 4.
Won't see it again.
Yes.
But John Wick 4 definitely.
I am there.
I'm
for
sorry.
that.
I've been monopolizing, dude.
No. I know because you brought up a very good point. You know what I'm saying? That now he's with the under table,
right? And
so now I'm curious to see if he's gonna use that conglomerate as a resource now.
Of course.
And how big is Lawrence Fishburne's conglomerate? Because he said he was the king of New York. But John Wick has to travel far again because he has to go back to wherever the desert was and walk around.
See you're into the desert, like really,
and then die, and then wake up, and then maybe the guy will see you and stuff like that to get his wedding ring back.
I know,
GPS can solve all of that.
Hank just told you the whole movie right there.
Pretty much,
he's gonna get his wedding ring back.
Yes, he's got to get his wedding ring back
before touches it some more. Or whatever.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But
say some more one-liners because I think he maybe had like 20 lines throughout the whole movie.
Hey man, and I'm not mad about that.
I am not mad about that either.
But
he went full Keanu Reeves in this movie.
Then you had the one fanboy, the ninja that was a fanboy. He's a famous Japanese actor.
Yes.
I'm not going to say if he's Japanese, but he's like one of the few Asians in Hollywood that does a lot of movies.
Yes. And he was good. I liked him.
He was good too.
He
played the good fanboy. He said, John Wick, we like boys. And John Wick looked like, really? No, we're not.
Yeah.
He said, no, yes, we are. It's
like,
and I mean, he really sold it for me on the whole ninjas coming after John Wick.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, what were your thoughts on that, Hank?
I mean, I really enjoyed it. I loved how even the other two guys that were like, oh, Mr. John Wick, it's an honor to fight you and stuff like that, even though they were still trying to kill him. The two guys that had the ninja stars and stuff like that and the knives. I thought that scene was great. Just everything about the movie was great. I liked how they incorporated the Continental back into this film, and the manager actually got down and dirty and helped out John Wick in this film.
Helping out John Wick by just opening the door? Go get him.
No, not Winston.
I respect that.
Not Winston. The
black dude.
Yeah, the black dude. I call him the dude from The Wire. But the guy, yes, the man, not the manager, but the door manager. We'll say
the black dude.
The black dude.
Let's not confuse our viewers.
Viewers.
Viewers, excuse me. And,
I don't know his name, but shout out to him because he
played a good,
awesome
part. Yes, he does. He's actually, I think he's a good actor. He was good in The Wire, and he's good in this.
Yes.
Then, man. I mean, that's about it, man. I mean,
and you want to discuss the future of action movies?
Well,
because I think you saw something recently that had you a little bit disturbed.
Let's take it back. Let's take about the history. I'll say that. Let's see, the 90s and late 80s, we had the boom of I think it was 80s. 80s and 90s was like the boom of all these action movies from Bitty Blanks. You guys don't know, that's Taboo. You guys our age know what Taboo is. You saw all those infomercials when we were younger. The Last Dragon, classic. You know what I'm saying?
Bruce Leroy.
Who's the master? Show enough.
Now kiss my Converse.
So, okay. Then you got Delta Force 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Chuck Norris,
Can't forget Iron Eagle.
Oh, Iron Eagles 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Lou Gossett Jr.
Yes. Okay, but I'll say this: Iron Eagle 1 was good. The rest of them,
I can't remember if in the second one he was listening to the cassette tape and all of a sudden he could fly an F-16.
Yeah, that was the first one.
I do remember that.
Put the music on.
Yes.
Feel the rhythm.
You can do it. You can take down the Russians.
Yeah, the next thing you know, he died in the beginning.
Yeah, he died in the beginning.
Let's not forget about American Ninjas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what I'm saying? All right, they were big on sequels back then. I mean, and let's not forget about Steven Seagal, Chuck Norris. I said Chuck Norris twice because we know Chuck Norris deserves it.
Patrick Swayze.
Hold up, Chuck Norris.
Oh yeah.
What's one of those Chuck Norris? Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris was in
No. What's one of the Chuck Norris facts?
Oh,
give me a Chuck Norris fact.
A Chuck Norris fact. Jesus, there's so many.
I know. We'll come back to that. Yeah. Then you got Patrick Swayze. Only had one that was Roadhouse. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. You guys watch Family Guy. You know what we're talking about.
The other, I get him confused with the other guy.
Oh, Wesley Snipes.
No, not Wesley Snipes. No, but yes, Wesley Snipes. Yes, another big action star.
Dolph Lundgren.
We're
just naming the guys who's in Expendables. This is gonna be real with you.
Right. There's the guy who was in Fast and Furious. He had he was in Fast and Furious, and he was
Which
also
one?
in I can't remember the guy's name, but he was in. Remember the bad guy in Guardians of the Galaxy 2? Who was
I know you're talking about. Oh, you're talking about Russell Crowe.
No, not Russell Crowe.
Not Russell Crowe. God, he's in a couple. Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. That's it.
He was in Escape from New York, Stay from LA.
Executive Decision. Yeah.
Oh, let's get Soldier was actually a really good movie. He didn't say any lines. It was that. I mean, that was crazy. It was a good movie.
Yes.
And let's see. Then but you saw the boom of all these action movies, and it was like crazy. Like it was like America was like into all these action movies. And now it just teetered off because Disney took over everything, and no movies rated R now.
Yeah,
they were complaining about bringing out Deadpool because they made it rated R. We all know that.
Wolverine's gonna have candy canes.
Yeah, you know
what
I'm saying. And I hope Disney. They, of course, we all know the Avengers are done, but we know that Disney has the rights to X-Men and Fantastic Four, so they can go another big ass 23 movie run. But I don't think it should be rated PG-13. I think it should be rated R. But again, they want to sell shit to kids, so whatever.
That is a fact.
So it just then let's not forget about the guy who bought the Expendables back. What's his name?
Sylvester Stallone.
Yes, I think his best action movie was Tango and Cash. That's actually Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell. Very good movie. You like Tango and Cash?
I did like Tango and Cash, but what my favorite action movie no, First Blood.
Oh, Rambo. And that brings us back to the whole topic.
Guess
what I saw, ladies and gentlemen? There's going to be a Rambo 5.
Last Blood.
Last Blood. And I'm like, I was confused when I was watching the trailer, guys. I mean, he says he's going back to where it all started. And to me, that's the Vietnam War.
It is, but then also, too, it was when he came... Well, no, you're right, because it was the Vietnam War. Because
at the Vietnam War.
Because in First Blood, he was coming back to go see his buddy
who died.
The black guy, yes.
He died, but anyway.
Yeah, his buddy died,
right.
And then they thought they took him as a drifter, and then it was a war between him and the cops.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So I was like, is he going to fight the cops? But you're right.
But it all started in Vietnam. Now, I'm thinking, is he going to fight the Vietnamese gunmen? I'm thinking... But they saw him fighting some dudes in stick fights, and he's fighting. I mean, don't get twisted. Sylvester Stallone, he looks great for a guy over 63 years old. Mm-hmm. Now, you guys don't believe in steroid use, but I want the shit he's taking on I'm 60 goddamn 3. Goddamn, I'll leave it at that. You know what I'm saying?
He can still say his lines, too. He's like, they drew first blood.
Oh, come on, man. How hard is it?
Yeah. That's
you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
I wish my country loved me. Like I love my country. That actually is a real quote, though. Yes. Anyway, but I mean, but it was just weird to me. I'm like, when I'm watching this trailer, I'm like, okay, cool, action, explosions. But when they say, like, where he first started, I'm like, that's the Vietnam War. And I'm confused. Who is he still fighting?
Hey.
The last movie, Rambo, I liked when he was in Burma. And he actually checks those doctors. Tell me, you give them the medical, hey, no, you need to give them guns. And that was real because you go in those type of areas, you heal them, and then the people just abuse them again. But anyway, that's a whole different story. But, then he goes back home. If you guys not familiar with Rambo Blood, he saves the doctors, the last Rambo movie. Then he finally goes back to his ranch. And he's supposed to retire.
That's right.
But apparently, Sylvester Stallone got a big-ass check. Saying, you know what? Action movies are coming back. Everybody loves Johnwick. Everybody loves Deadpool. We're trying to bring back the rated R movies.
That's right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, well, that is our show for tonight. Like I said again, like War Machine said, if there's a particular action movie that you want us to review, just go ahead and leave your comments down below, and we'll go ahead and we'll review that movie for you and give you our unique perspective on that particular movie.
And I'll say this, too. We won't have to review it. Just tell us. And ladies, I know you watch action movies, too, so you need to leave some, too. And remember, we're not men, women, we're all people. So, I mean, we all have movies that, matter of fact, any movie that you feel that is noteworthy, Breakfast Club, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about Twilight, but I ain't really like that. I like vampire books.
Speaking of which, did you see that the dude from Twilight is going to be the new Batman?
Not the dude who shines in the sun?
Yes, the dude that shines in the sun is going to be Batman.
Dude.
I have some thoughts on this.
Okay, well, let's save them for next time.
Okay.
I mean, because...
Real quick, real quick.
Go ahead.
I think he's gonna make an appearance in the new Joker movie, and
oh my God!
if they do it right,
no. First of all, this should not be a Joker movie. This should not be a Joker movie. Hold up, matter of fact, guys, tell us if this should be a Joker movie or not. How many ups and downs for that? Put in the comments below. Go ahead.
I think if they do this right and make him not, because we've already seen the Dark Knight where, you know what I'm saying, where what's his face, Christian Bale was the detective.
Yeah, and we do realize that Batman should be an action movie genre.
I want to see Batman as the ninja, and I think he could probably pull that off. Because we've seen the Dark Knight.
Well, we've seen him. Who was the dude who played last Batman before him?
Ben Affleck?
No, before Ben Affleck.
Christian Bale.
Yeah. He was technically Ninja Batman in the first one with Ra's al Ghul.
I think he was more the detective, though. If you watch all of them straight through, because remember how he had to analyze the bullet,
but they showed him training with the League of Shadows.
Right, but I want him to be more of the ninja from the comic book that we haven't seen yet on screen. Because think about it, Michael Keaton just stands around and just whispers.
I mean, say what you want, he was one of the best Batmans.
I agree.
And we already discussed about how, you know, the new Batman movie, make it Batman Beyond, make Michael Keaton the old Batman, and find some young cat to play Terry McGinnis. You're done. But yeah, so you got anything else?
No, I just hope that Hollywood doesn't mess this one up because, like you say, DC is fucking up. There, I used my F word for this episode. I get one. So hopefully DC can get it together because right now their roster is looking very short. Yeah,
guys. Again, tell us what you think in the comments about that. I mean, do you think DC can bounce back? I don't know. Shazam was all right, but Endgame blew it out the water. But Shazam was, you know, I like how the fact they brought in Shazam family, and that's more towards the kids. So they're playing toward, and it was a little dark. So I you know, I know I made a couple comments before, but I watched it again, and it was a little dark. So I mean, whatever. You were saying?
I think that's it. That's it, guys. All right, guys, that concludes another episode of the Freedom Cafe. I'm Hank, a.k.a. Mr. Boombastic.
Fantastic. And I'm Mr. Romantic. Anyway, guys, thank you for your patronage. Make sure, please leave a comment, like our page, and or like our channel, whatever. And, dude, you see I'm not excited because we talk about these things. Oh. Anyway, guys, it's always a pleasure. Peace.